The cub's mother circled nearby, distressed and helpless, her deep growls echoing across the frozen valley. She nudged her baby with her nose, trying to comfort it, but the pain was too great. The cub's cries carried far across the wilderness until, by fate, a rescue team patrolling the area for wildlife research heard the sound. When they arrived, the scene tore at their hearts. The small bear trembled violently, its eyes wide with fear. Parasites wriggled cruelly along its body, making every movement agony. Without hesitation, the rescuers put on protective gloves and prepared their emergency kits. The mother bear, though nervous, seemed to sense their intentions. She paced anxiously, but she didn't attack. Her instinct told her these humans were here to save her baby. Working carefully, the team restrained the cub with gentle hands, speaking softly to calm it. Using precision tools, they began removing the parasites one by one. Each removal brought a soft whimper, but slowly the cub's cries lessened. The rescuers applied a soothing herbal antiseptic to the wounds, then wrapped the tiny bear in a warm thermal blanket to protect it from the biting cold. Hours passed, but their determination never wavered. At last, the parasites were gone. The baby bear lay exhausted but finally calm, breathing evenly under the protection of the blanket. The mother bear approached cautiously, sniffing her cub, and for the first time, the team saw relief in her eyes. As the rescuers stepped back, the cub stirred, standing shakily on its legs. With a faint cry, it pressed itself against its mother's chest. The reunion was tender, filled with the kind of raw love only a wild bond can show. The rescue team watched silently, their hearts swelling at the sight. In that frozen wilderness, a fragile life had been pulled back from the edge of suffering. The baby bear would heal, and the mother would never forget the day strangers came to protect her child. This rescue wasn't just about saving one cub, it was a reminder that even in the harshest corners of the world, compassion can pierce through the cold. The following morning, the Arctic was bathed in a pale golden light, and the baby bear stirred weakly beneath the shelter of its mother's fur. The rescuers had camped a short distance away, keeping watch through the night to ensure the cub didn't fall into distress again. The cub's wounds, though raw, were healing with the medicine applied, and the gentle warmth of the thermal blanket had kept its body from freezing in the brutal cold. One of the rescuers, a young woman named Alara, carefully approached to check on the cub again. She moved slowly, her breath forming white clouds in the icy air. The mother bear let out a low growl, but stopped short of attacking. There was a strange trust that had grown between her and the humans, a silent understanding that they meant no harm. Alara knelt, observing the cub's breathing and whispering soothing words, even though she knew the animals couldn't understand them. Yet, in that moment, it felt like the mother bear did. The team documented the incident, noting the rare case of Arctic Weta Parasites attacking a bear cub. Normally, such infestations were found in smaller animals, but the shifting climate had forced these parasites to seek new hosts. The team realized this was not just about one cub, it was a sign of the changing struggles Arctic wildlife was facing. Hours later, the cub took its first unsteady steps since the rescue. Though weak, it managed to nuzzle against its mother and let out a soft whimper that sounded more like a cry of relief than pain. The rescuers couldn't help but smile. They knew their work had given this fragile creature another chance at life. Before leaving, the team ensured the cub's wounds were protected with a final layer of treatment. They packed up their supplies, glancing one last time at the small family. The mother bear looked back at them, her dark eyes holding a mixture of caution and gratitude. As the team disappeared into the white horizon, the cub nestled close to its mother, no longer crying but purring softly in comfort. The Arctic winds howled across the tundra, carrying with them the unspoken truth that survival in the wild often hinged on acts of compassion. And on that frozen day, the world had witnessed a victory of life over suffering.